Yes.
I think we got one for that governor. The white came on and he said, "Hey, yo, man, we got a problem with the immigrants."
Should we run that real quick though for Steph though?
Yeah. Sure, right now, Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Cause I don't think you could.
That's cool. It's cool. We can't do that. That'd probably be smart. Cause I really don't know which one it is.
All right, perfect. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that Trevor Noah for you, big dog. We got you. You just got something to play in between. Yep. Up. Was it this one? No plan.
Got a couple more right here. We got this one. This one. Which one?
Let's go to the shorter 7-minute one. I believe. Which one did we play already?
Oh, this one right here. I got you.
All right, now let's get right into it here, cause no plan. Ohio governor blames Biden administration for surging migrant crisis. No plan. The Ohio governor blames Biden and Harris for this. So no wonder they're trying to cover it up, man.
Governor, I'm listening to these individuals and the man who says, we have to put up a no vacancy sign. We can't absorb any more people. And I think the underlying thought there is it's not, that people don't want to help people. It's just that all of your services are so overwhelmed. How did this happen? How did this happen to Springfield, Ohio? What's your explanation?
Well, Martha, you're absolutely right. I think people are used to and expect some immigrants to come in, but you gave the numbers. It's a community of 58,000 the last census. 15,000 people came in on top of that. So that's a dramatic change, whether they came from Haiti or wherever they came from. And look, why did they come? They came for jobs. When you talk to the employers who are employing them, they'll tell you, look, they're very hard workers. They're very family oriented. One employer was quoted saying, "I wish I could hire 100 other ones to fill the jobs that we have." So that's why they came. But I don't think anybody expected that, that big of a surge. I mean, basically what happens is, they're here under a classification. There's 16 countries under this classification. And when they come in, they can then apply for that. And the reason Haiti is in there is because it's an extremely violent country. And a country that since the president was killed 2 years ago, the gangs are basically running the country. So, that's why they fled Haiti, and that's why
you
they are
support
here.
That program. You support TPS, right?
Yeah.
Sure. The protected. Go ahead.
Yeah, Martha, we've always had some program. We've always had some program like that. Remember, you don't remember, but I remember way back, in the 50s and 60s, we did that with Cuba when Castro was there. So there's nothing wrong with us being welcoming, but I think the federal government has an obligation. If you look at the people of Springfield, they had nothing to do with this decision. No one in Ohio had anything to do with it. Basically, people will come in and they're given papers, and then they can go wherever they want to. And what has happened is, as happens many times with immigrants, they go where there are other people from that country. But this has been dramatic. My point is the federal government needs to give Springfield some help. They need to give Ohio some help. Your reporter pointed out very well the problems. We have problems with primary care. They come, 15,000 people who came from a country that has virtually no medical care. In the last 2 years, it's gotten even worse as the doctors have fled Haiti. So we have to make sure that these people are immunized, that the children are immunized. We have to make sure that it's in
but how did this? I guess the question is,
he said we need to get them immunized. That means we need to get them pretty much vaccinated up so they don't spread a couple of diseases that are in their country that we don't have over here. So yes, when Vance said that, they're going around spreading serious diseases, that's not a racist lie. That's just a factual truth because they're foreigners from a different land.
And just think about it. He just admitted that their doctors are fleeing the country. They don't have the same access to healthcare we do. Think about it. Haiti's not as socialized and as
Bro, they're cooking people over there and eating them, okay?
Cooking people over there, literally in the streets.
Bro, putting these niggas underground and cooking them, old school style.
Yeah.
What? They are not. Look, man. It's kind of funny though.
They don't have the same medical sophistication we do either. So they come over here with these undiagnosed health issues, lack of immunization records, and we really don't know what these people have.
Oh God! But here's the thing though. It's people think we're probably, oh, y'all hate immigrants and all that. I'm gonna be real with you. We hate the influx of immigrants right now that are hurting the people. If there's a way we can have these immigrants in here without hurting our own people, we'd be fine with it. But once it starts messing with the U.S. citizens' bottom line and what they want in life, that's where it becomes a problem. One, we're a citizen. You're not. You just came here. Under TPS, basically being forced upon a people by the government, just like they're trying to do with abortion. So it's kind of crazy how you trust these people to not be dictators, but they're acting pretty dictator-like right now.
I understand the burden that this
Putting
puts on you.
situations on you that you don't want.
A charity in Haiti,
ain't that crazy?
In the name of your daughter, who was killed in a car accident, and that's good work. There's no doubt about that. You have supported this program of temporary protection for different countries, but whose fault is it? Do you blame the Biden-Harris administration for the fact that you are now dealing with something that is taking away the livelihood and the safety of people who live in Springfield, Ohio, for generations?
Yes.
Yeah, Martha, I don't necessarily support the specifics of all of the program. What I said is the concept. I want to be very honest. The concept of us helping people in countries where the people are risking their lives, if just even staying there. We've always been able to do that. But what I object to is there was no plan to go with it. You know, we have, for example, people who are called refugees.
I'm weak. That's just like Kamala Harris when she talks about policies. She talks about the end result, but no plan to go with it. Like, yeah, I'm going to put a whole bunch of immigrants in your town, but I ain't got no plan to go help them out, though. Y'all got to figure that one out. It's like, yeah, that's Kamala Harris doing all this crap, saying all this stuff with, nice words and all, but no plan with it.
And the government, if they place them somewhere, they put the support in there. They have a plan. The problem here is there is absolutely no plan at all when these people came in. And yes, I certainly blame the administration.
So what are they doing for you? Have you been on the phone with, I'm sorry to interrupt,
Yeah.
Kevin. Have you called President Biden and talked to him about what's going on in Springfield?
Look, I've talked to the White House. I've made it very clear the situation we are in. I told them we are looking for some federal help. I told them that we will continue to look at the different streams of federal dollars that are coming in to see if we can qualify, but we would like some help. They have said we will try to help you. And so we're in a conversation back and forth. My point, though, is a governor shouldn't have to do this. A mayor shouldn't have to do this. There should be a program. If,
Must be racist.
This is a decision it's made at the White House level about how many countries are on this list, who is let in, how all this happens. And so we really need an overall plan.
Hey, man, it's cool. It's cool. Like I said, they need to talk about our looks and throw ad hominems when they can't beat the point.
That's be funny, bro.
Hey, like I said, y'all prove that y'all below us because hate don't come from above. I don't know if anybody ever told you that, but yeah, you're learning today. Hate don't come from above. So the fact that you need to throw ad hominems, you need to make fun of things, lets us know that, oh yeah, you can't beat us. You can't beat our points. You won't beat us in a debate.
I say let them go, bro. That's all they got, bro.
That's all they got, bro.
Clearly ain't got nothing else to say.
They're clearly in the age group of our 18 to 24 group. Probably
last.
It's all good.
Place.
I mean, we see what's happening in Aurora, Colorado as well. And I watch, stories about this on other channels. I have, all the different networks on, and I'm watching what everyone's saying in my workspace here. And, they're saying that it's all a big lie, that there's nothing wrong in Springfield, that nothing, that everything's okay. Do you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely not. No, look, this is a massive increase in population. And whether they're from Haiti or wherever they're from, there would be huge challenges. There's more challenges, frankly, because it comes from a country that does not have medical care. It also comes from a country where the driving habits, the driving laws are fundamentally different. So one of the things that we're doing is to try. We brought in, as you said, the Highway Patrol. They've been in now for the third day to run traffic so the local police can go about their normal business and we can handle, a lot of the traffic. So we're going to do what we need to do. But the federal government
are these Haitian migrants allowed to drive vehicles in this town? Are they allowed to get driver's licenses?
Law in Ohio says that if you are 18 years of age and you are here legally, which they
under
are,
this program,
under this program, that you can get a driver's license. The problem is that once you're 18 in Ohio, there's no requirement that you have to have any driver's training.
What do you want the National Guard members to? You're sending the National
We're
Guard
in
in. What do you
trouble.
want them to do?
You don't have to do the driver's course. The driver's
What's
I'm
their
saying
mandate?
the Guard, I'm saying the patrol.
Hop right in the test.
Patrol's mandate is to run traffic. That's what they do.
Okay.
We don't have a state
did you
police in
ever before
Ohio,
you were 18?
but we have people. The highway
why.
patrol are very, very
too.
good.
I
They
do
run
too.
traffic.
Me too.
Again, we
I
want to
speak
give
for
the
myself.
people in Springfield some assurance that we're watching the roads. Because there's been reports of erratic driving, and that is just not acceptable.
Yeah, well, I
If you
hope
live
you.
in Springfield, or if I live there, you'd want somebody to come in and
Yeah,
take care of that
absolutely,
problem.
Governor. And I really hope you get some response from the White House. You know, they say that this can only be handled in Congress, and we know how much power the White House has
you're
when it
stupid
comes
if
to
you didn't
issues
just
of
hear what I
migration. Their powers are clear. Thank you very much, Governor DeWine. Good to have you
Thank
here.
you. Thanks, Martha.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
It's like, dang, you know
You
what's
won't
so
get it
funny? Some of
anywhere
y'all are
else.
commenting before y'all even let a thought be finished. That's crazy. Like, bro, I see that even in our comment section. I'm like, dog, I pretty much just said what you're saying. And the devil, I'm gonna be like, dog, so you didn't watch the full video. You didn't get the full context. You're just commenting? Okay. And talk about low IQ. Okay. Like, because if you ever took an IQ test, you kind of got to have pattern recognition skills, being able to put things together. And, you know, one thing, if you can't get the full context of something and you're willing to go off that, that kind of shows a low IQ.
One more video for y'all before we transfer over to Rumble for our watch party for the night's fight lineup.
Should be
Governor Mike DeWine announced he's sending
Trevor
more
Noah.
resources to the migrants to help them learn English, learn how to drive, and get vaccinated. Is Mike DeWine putting America first?
Trump.
Remember when DeSantis sent 50 migrants to Martha's Vineyard? Democrats called the National Guard and shipped them off to a military base. But Kamala Harris sends 20,000 migrants to a small Ohio town and they let it fester.
There's a place called Springfield, Ohio, that you've been reading about. 20,000 illegal Haitian immigrants have descended upon the town of 58,000 people, destroying their entire way of life. This was a beautiful community, and now it's horrible what's happened. On day one of my administration, I will stop this invasion. I will seal the border. I will end the Harris migrant flights. And I will begin the largest deportation operation in the history of our country.
Mark Sanders lives in Springfield, Ohio, and he joins us now. All right, so Mark, how was Springfield, Ohio, of all the towns in this great country, picked to receive 15 to 20,000 Haitian migrants?
Not really sure. I know that back a decade ago, a previous mayor and a local minister created a pipeline to repopulate Springfield after its dwindling population after one of our manufacturers downsized. And that was mainly people from Mexico. That pipeline existed, and when
Yep. Hold on, bro. I got you.
2020 and 2021.
We found it. Don't worry, bro. We got you. Gotta go ahead and pull it up here. Because it took them a little bit, but I found it. I wasn't able to find a video, but I did find a short on it. Oh, God.
In fact, these niggas hating even on Mike at this point. He ain't even said nothing.
All week. Like, what am I? Bro, wait, bro. Hey. Better leave the Dominican savage alone, man. You don't want him to start snapping on y'all. All right, man. Let's get to it.
You know, everybody in the room.
Man.
It's crazy. That's how I know y'all funny as hell, boy. I don't want to hop on camera for real. We could really do the roasting, but it'd be from the faceless, nameless accounts with no subscribers.
Man.
Lame ass niggas.
Man, the only people who listen to you is the people in our chat, man. Congratulations, though. Hey, at least we gave you some type of spotlight. You should honestly thank us.
Y'all in here running up the engagement.
Hey, he's not lying.
And that's what changed for me is I then when Donald Trump was elected and then proceeded to do the things that he had promised, ironically, right? Because I mean, that's funny that like Donald Trump would be the first presidential candidate to actually deliver. Hate him or love him, he's doing the things that he said he was going to do. President Biden is going around the world asking other countries to pump more gas to replace Russia's, right? Unfortunately, Some of the countries that could help America apparently won't pick up the phone.
As Americans watch gas prices rise, the Biden administration is now looking at importing oil from hostile countries, but it's not going so well. The Wall Street Journal reports President Biden tried to call the leaders of Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, but they would not take his call.
Wow.
Apparently, Saudi Arabia won't even pick up the phone for the president of the United States. And you know what? You can say what you want, but this would have never happened Donald Trump.
Ooh.
Never.
Hey, he's lying.
That's what changed for me. Is
Oh my God. Just for the haters, man. Oh, we shout out, man. Shout out, man.
Shout out Paloma Garcia. Oh, and it's their first Super on a live stream.
Man,
Appreciate the honor.
Just for the haters. Have a good night, man, for the haters. Have a good night.
Yeah. We ain't too worried, man. We will let them run our shit up. Have some fun with it. They ain't got too much else to do but be in here and talk shit anyway.
Man, ain't that crazy? Trevor Noah is pretty much just
It come across as hate, but it's really fandom.
Yo. And Trevor is a lefty.
On God, pure on lefty.
Lefty. Like, I almost, no. I don't want to do it again to them. I don't want to do it again to them, bro. Man, most countries you need 5 shots or more to go because of the illnesses and sicknesses. And most countries will hurt America for being in there.
Nah, fact.
No, that's fact.
Hostile towards Americans when they get over there.
If we was to go over Jamaica, they're trying to rob, steal from us, like extort us to get ransoms from our families. It's like, bro.
Wow.
You acting like it's the same energy if we go over there. It's like, that is crazy as hell, bro.
They just utilized what already was there, and they've been coming ever since. Not in the volumes that we've seen the last 2 years, but it's been a gradual increase.
So how
and the
is
number right now, unfortunately, is closer to 30,000.
30,000? Okay. How has that changed your town, Springfield, with 30,000 Haitians living there now?
Well, number one is lifelong residents have been moved out of their homes that they've rented for decades.
Like we talked about.
People who own their homes have accepted very high offers, and then they've been turned into basically dormitories by landlords, both American and Haitian. There's a lot of greed on both sides of the fence. We have a temp service, temporary staffing service that actually is probably employing about 95% of the those that have arrived here that are working. Many aren't.
And it's modern day indentured servitude because they'll never hire these people. They're legally not allowed to. They're legally barred from hiring these folks. And if you know anything about these staff temping agencies, they can hire you, have you on their books for a year, 2, 3 years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And they never have to hire these people. Never have to offer them full-time benefits. Time off.
Because you gotta understand, like, there's an incentive to keep you in the temporary agency. Like, everybody's making money if you're working for a temp. Like, the temp makes money. I think the business somehow makes a little bit more, or they get off with paying you less. So, you know, that's how they pretty much make it work.
Working, and people will say that, and everybody is. But the staffing service owns 63 homes. Those homes are used as dormitories. They shuttle the workers to and from their jobs so they know they go. He takes a portion of their check, charges them for transportation, and charges them for lodging.
So people are financially preying on these Haitians as they replace you. They've basically taken people living there, and now they're not able to live there anymore. What are we hearing about people's pets disappearing? You keep hearing that. Is that even true?
You know, there's a lot of vicious rumors floating around. I will tell you that our geese, our duck population is nearly decimated in our 2 parks.
And for those of y'all who kept saying, oh, no, we wanted the dogs. I'm like, bro, we've been told y'all that there was no reports of dogs. But we confirmed the geese multiple times. Because that's crazy. That's what I'm saying. There's some of them that's arguing off semantics. Oh, y'all said cats and dogs. No, we never did. Trump may have said that, but we've been said that, nah, he's right about the 15,000 immigrants. That's why we did not like how ABC fact-checked him. He made it seem as if everything he said was a lie, from the immigrants to the cats and dogs. No, the real thing is that he may have been wrong about the cats and dogs, but he was right about the influx of immigrants that are coming there, like under the TPS program. So what? I don't really think they're not full citizens.
No, they're not.
So y'all calling them legal. Yeah, they're here legally, but they're not full citizens.
They can apply for citizenship at the end of their program. If not, they actually get deported. They're supposed to get deported.
And this great thing is they're placing them here at the expense of the American people.
Of course.
So, like, really? This is what y'all want? This is what y'all want? Biden and Harris. Bro, Trevor Noah just admitted that this happened under Biden and Harris. Trevor Noah just admitted that nobody respects Biden or Kamala. What do you think is going to happen, bro? Bro, they're going to disrespect us more. We had a bumbling old idiot as president, and now we're about to have a bumbling woman as president. You think they're going to respect us? They didn't respect Biden. What made you think they're going to respect Kamala Harris? But, you know, I'm going to say when they did respect us, when Trump was in office. And that's something that nobody can deny, even if you hate him. Well, if you hate him and hard enough, you will. But let's keep it real.
Most of us can admit that. Most of us can concede
There
that
have
point.
been, well, you played the 911 call.
If a liberal can concede it, you should be able to.
The city manager of Springfield denied it existed. And I do appeal to him tonight on your show for a public apology to those that he told the truth to. There is a report. There is a 911 call. There was a witness. Therefore, there was an incident in my eyes. As far as the cats and dogs, I think that's a bit sensationalized. I won't say it hasn't occurred. I've heard from others it has, but nobody's ever given a unfallible description of when, where, and who.
Nigga Saudi.
Yeah, we heard some rumor about some lady eating a cat in another county. She wasn't Haitian. It's just gotten crazy. People are saying you're an anti-immigrant city. How would you respond to that?
Nothing can be further from the truth. What we are is a city that only wants our safety, security, and sovereignty back. You know, when
I call you bitch?
When you have obviously the incident that occurred a year ago, we've had total upheaval because of it. Our food pantries, they get stripped. Our clinics, which is Rocking Horse, is a federally funded clinic in town. Their budget was decimated. In Haitian, clinic means hospital. You know, our emergency rooms are overrun. Of course, nobody's being compensated unless they've actually checked in with the health department and qualified for the Medicaid. Our roads are it's like Escape from New York, and everybody feels like Snake Plissken. You don't know if you're going to get from point A to point B without getting run over, run into, or have a SUV flip over in front of you.
Damn.
And again, the bad driving is multinational. I don't want to sound like it's only one group that's doing it. But I think that
some of y'all faceless accounts be the softest people. Go ahead and put your face out there. Let us. If you want to talk ish, I would put my face out there just to be fair. I'm gonna be real with you. I would not talk ish if I was a faceless account because it looks cowardly.
Man, fuck the haters, man. We got some supporters showing support. Shout out Shane Hanlon, $5 super chat. Trump 2024, thanks to y'all for the stream, and thanks to Big Wave Dave and to the rest for standing up for what's right and true. Man, y'all make sure to go show some support like that super chat, man. There's some people in here that understand if you get it, you get it. If not, man, hopefully you'll catch up one day, man. The rest of us is on this wave, man, the truth.
They're the most that's going.
And your mama like my sexy big ass forehead, nigga.
Between 4 and 6 wrecks a day.
Y'all ain't saying nothing to Rihanna.
50% of those are people without licenses, without insurance, and have no English skills.
That must be sending our insurance rates through the roof. Anything you want to tell Kamala Harris before we let you go?
I think Kamala is kind of like that spouse that cheats on you and says she'll stop when it's your anniversary. All the things she's promising to do, she can do now. She just chooses not to. She's not the one for the White House. She's not the one.
Damn.
All right, Mark.
That's what everybody's seeing her like, dog, like, sweetheart, you're the wife now. You can stop, right? Like, pretty much you're in office now. You're in power now, right? Biden basically stepped down to prop you up. There's a lot of things you could do now, but you didn't. Or at least you're vice president. You can at least tap Biden on the shoulder, then come out to the American people and be like, well, I tapped the president on the shoulder and he ignored me. At least clear yourself. You sitting there silence, bro. Silence is compliance at the end of the day. And I mean, you complied with that terrible administration the last 4 years.
So silence is complicity for real.
Man.
Not only did you just silently, idly stand by shit at a certain point in time, you co-signed it.
And it was all good. It was all good, man. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? But
got anything else you want to show them? Closing in on 3 hours.
You know what? I think that's good. I think we got to almost everything.
Y'all make sure to go ahead and super chat any closing thoughts, questions, comments, any disagreements, jokes you want to get off your chest, man. Some of y'all over here feeling froggy in the comments. If you want to read aloud, go ahead and super chat it. We ain't no haters. Y'all got something funny to say? Go ahead and super chat it in.
Look, I'm gonna start a new segment. We're gonna close things out with the X feed. With the X feed, man. Let's close things out with the X feed, bro. Cause ain't this amazing? Ain't this amazing? Look at the parenting.
I like it.
Look at this. Look at this young man and this kind of pudgy lady, and then this super small hat, and then we got this crackhead over here.
Is that Obama's daughter?
Yes, Obama's daughter.
And smoking a cigarette?
Yep, Obama's daughter, Biden's daughter, and Hunter Biden's son. Why is he only clean cut Donald Trump's? Why is he only clean cut man? Come on now. Come on. Which parents are you taking? Chad? The one that makes you look like this or the one that has you out here like this?
Hey, shout out Big Wave Dave. Appreciate the support, dog.
Man.
See you guys later. Ignore the trash, bro.
It
doesn't even register, bro. It brushes right off the shoulder, man.
Man, we got you, big dog.
It's like a shot to a giant.
Man, everybody want to throw rocks at the... Can I?
Yeah, everybody want to throw rocks at the king, man. Everybody want to throw rocks at the king.
Can I be racist for 3 seconds?
Oh no, they might flag us. We got some haters and we got some libs in here.
But it would be so okay.
Yeah, see y'all are racist. I knew y'all was white supremacists.
It was just so funny. Oh wait. Let's see here.
Clark County Communications.
Yes, ma'am. I got a question. This is a non-emergency line, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm sitting here. I'm riding on the trail going to my orientation for my job today, and I see a group of Haitian people. There was about four of them. They all had geese in their hand. They got away. I couldn't make out the first three of the license plate, but I got the numbers. The last numbers was 9898, and it was a gray Toyota Tacoma they took off on. There was about four of them. There was 2 men, 2 women.
And we got the police report in
to match.
I couldn't tell the age because I'm in a hurry going to this orientation, so I don't be late.
What direction did they go?
They went up towards the middle of towards downtown.
Okay, and what path are you on?
Right now, hold on just a second. I'm coming to the intersection of. Give me a second here. It says
like Little Wayne soundtrack.
Water and Warder Street.
Water and Warder. Is that the area you saw them?
Yes. It was about 2 minutes back behind me. I was trying to get my phone out and trying to make it to this orientation on time. I'm time crunching here. And I saw that. I'm like, yeah, this has got to be reported.
So how many geese did they have?
They each had 1.
Yep.
4 immigrants, 4 geese.
Man.
4 for 4.
Now,
4 for 4.
Toyota Tacoma did look like
everybody got them
model.
geese.
It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And what's your name, sir?
Oh, y'all don't care about them eating the geese in the city?
It's hot out here today.
I'm sorry, what's your last name again? Your phone number is that...
Yep.
Okay, we will put this out to our cars and see if we can't find them. Thank you so much for calling in.
Man.
All right. There you
that
have it.
crazy?
The 911 call to match the police report.
Man.
Y'all still saying this ain't happened? Y'all still saying we making stuff up? It's a conspiracy? Come on now.
You gotta love it, man. You just gotta love it. That night. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. The people are getting censored just for putting out certain things.
An absolute lie.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a...
Watch it.
He will sign a national abortion ban.
It's a lie. I'm not signing a ban, and there's no reason to sign a ban.
Understand, in his Project 2025, there would be a national abortion, a monitor.
What she says is an absolute lie.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born.
Nowhere in America is a woman carrying a pregnancy to term and in asking for an abortion.
The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired.
I told y'all,
and
Virginia.
then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mothers.
Donald Trump, the candidate, has said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this election is not taken.
Man, and shout out Vladstein, man. I have a pet cat once. I took care of him and fed him, but oh my God, I heard, what do you voodoo in my dreams? The next day I had no more pet cat. Weird. He said that Haitian person stood over him and was like, voodoo. Man. He's like, oh man, woke up, no cat.
Wow,
oh my goodness, Vlad, you funny as hell, bro. Shout out Vlad, bro. That's bro too funny.
It was a different term, and it was a term that related to energy. We're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Let's remember Charlottesville. There were fine people on each side.
Very fine people on both sides. And I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis or the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
Charles and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns.
That Charlottesville clip
if I get elected,
That's a banger.
Now, if I
It's
don't
a
get
banger.
elected,
I'm not talking about the
it's gonna be a
neo-nationalists and the white
bloodbath.
nationalists.
Let's remember Charlottesville. There were fine people on each side.
Neo-Nazis.
Very fine people on both sides. And I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away.
Let us finally pass an assault weapons ban and universal background checks and red flag laws.
I love when I'm right. I just love it, bro. It's so funny how you can just find a video that just like, hey, man, let me just go ahead and prove to everybody that you're right. I'm like, you know what? God bless you people. God bless whoever made this video, man. God bless them. Hey, should we replay that back or we just leave it alone, man? Because
They don't like facts.
They don't. It's such a hard hitter.
They don't hear them anyway.
And you know, man, shout out to the cats, man, that's going out there, you know, fighting
for war, fight for their lives.
Yeah. Shout out to the cats, man. You know, they pulling up and
they're ready for battle.
Oh God, bro, what you mean? They heard about they cooking cats, boy. They pulling up on them Haitians. All right, I'm done. Now we could be a little more slightly serious. I'm sorry, but y'all is hilarious at a certain point. There's been so much we've shown.
I was out and about yesterday, driving around Springfield. I was looking at the giant holes in some of our buildings. I noticed all of the old familiar spots bearing new signs in an unfamiliar language. I watched as groups of strangers walked around the city like lost tourists, and it was like a punch in the gut. A terrible sadness came over me, and I began to cry. I immediately started to think back to when I was little, walking from my grandma's house on South Fountain through downtown and all the way to Snyder Park, going to Wren's to get new school clothes and shoes, the excitement of the mall for lunch at the Blue Fox, or even better, to see Santa, riding down High Street, admiring the beauty of those stately homes and their amazing architecture, dropping pennies in the fountain and making wishes. And now, all those warm memories are becoming fuel to the fire of anger inside of me. I feel like we have been invaded by some sort of...
This is why they want to take our guns, though. Man, Big Wave Day, man, not taking my firearms from my cold, stiff hands. He said, yeah, you're going to have to take me out the game. Because, bro, this is kind of one of the reasons why they want to take away your firearms. So when these immigrants run amok, us as the people can't stand up and be like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We're going to have to round these people up, and y'all going to have to find a way to deal with them. We ain't going to know to ask them and alive them. No, we're not. But we're going to round them up. If the government don't want to take care of it, then us as the people going to have to take care of it eventually. And the government, trust me, they don't want that.
Pest.
They don't want us to put our hands on it.
I'm angry that my friends and family are packing up and moving away. I'm angry that foreigners are using up the resources that were set up for the Americans that reside here. I'm angry that another country's flag was being flown in our city. I'm angry when I see our businesses and recreational areas littered with garbage left by people that do not know or understand our laws and culture and are making no attempt to learn about them. And let me be clear, this is not about race. This is about people being given the privilege of coming here from another country and having no respect for our people, our land, or our life's work. People living their life here the way they did in Haiti, angry, stealing, polluting, living in filth, and acting like animals. These are not civilized people. Opening containers in our grocery stores, helping themselves to what's inside and throwing the rest onto the shelves and floors. Pulling off of the highway to publicly clean and gut the roadkill, lying there in front of anyone that passes by. Stealing animals from farmers and leaving their severed heads at the side of an old school where children play. Relieving themselves in public. Making some barbaric stew out of the birds that live in our park. This is insanity, and it has to stop. What will become of Springfield? Where will we be in 5 years? The thought terrifies me. Will it be some sort of dystopian wasteland with most of our original residents having moved away and those that cannot afford to move being locked inside their homes, living in fear? This thought is keeping me awake at night. I just want the old Springfield back. I know it was far from perfect, but at least it was still ours.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. At least, it was far from perfect, but it was still mostly white people in that bitch. Mostly white people.
Noel? Thank you.
I live at 426 Northwestern Avenue.
Ooh.
Miss Skinner, who I'm not trying to put on the spot, is my neighbor.
Just talk to me, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And I'm done with what I'm seeing. It is so unsafe in my neighborhood anymore. I have the homeless that were trying to camp out, and I have made concessions with them, and I try to help them the best I can to keep them from trying to squat on my property.
Wow.
But it is so unsafe. I have men that cannot speak English in my front yard screaming at me, throwing mattresses in my front yard, throwing trash in my front yard.
Are you serious?
And I can't. Look at me. I weigh 95 pounds. I couldn't defend myself if I had to. My husband is elderly, and last night, after living in this home for 45 years, he said, Noel, guess what? It's time to pack up and move. He said, we can't do this anymore. He said, it's killing both of us mentally.
Yeah, look at that.
I don't understand what
Look
you
at
expect
that.
of us as citizens. I mean, I understand they're here under temporary protected status, and you're protecting them, and I understand that our city services are overwhelmed and understaffed. But who's protecting us? If we're protecting them, who's protecting me? I want out of this town. I am sorry. Please give me a reason to stay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Man, like I said, ignore the suffering of people.
Noel?
What? Just so y'all could be right? Like, man. Hey, this is, I don't know, man. Maybe because it's white people. Maybe because of white people, y'all ignoring it. Maybe because white people, man. Maybe. Man, they said I ain't had whole immigrant, bro. Whole immigrant. Hey. I couldn't get, mug shot, but, is him in court okay? Is him in court okay? Ah, man. I swear to God, y'all will say anything. Anything? Anything.
He was released after he committed such a murder.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Biden floods Ohio towns. Yep. Ain't that something? Man. Man.